How do the blossoms blossom in the middle of a pandemic? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. Delighted to be your host of our morning meditation group, Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. Happy Friday. Today is going to be a great day. This morning, on Fridays, as promised, we will do a little poetry for our inspiration. The second part of the program will be our contemplative and action, morning meditation, our morning practice, where we sit silently for 20 minutes, turning the gaze inwards, giving the first part of our morning to the divine. And then the last part, before jumping up on your Friday, we do a little Jesuit Ignatian examine where we look back over the week and look and just notice, share how God has shown up in beautiful ways in our everyday, ordinary lives. Again, to quote from Socrates, we live our lives moving forward, we only understand them looking backwards. So it is wonderful to have you all here on this beautiful Friday morning in Hollywood. For our inspiration, as promised, I would do a poem. Many of you know this last weekend I did at Pacifica Jungian Institute in Santa Barbara, on Zoom, of course. I did the dream tending workshop. So I have been really focusing on dreams lately, even my own dreams. And notice when you shine the light of awareness on dreams, they show up more and more and more. And that certainly has been my experience. So for our poem this morning, I am going to draw from none other than one of my very favorite poets, Mary Oliver. Mary Oliver was really, I knew about her, but I really got to love her when I did a retreat at Sarah Retreat House with Father Steve Lantry a few years ago, and he brought her into the room, and she's been close to my heart ever since. So I'm going to bring a few worlds together, that retreat at Sarah Retreat House, my own dream tending workshop, and my own personal experience of my dreams deepening since doing that workshop, and share with you a poem from Mary Oliver about how the blossoms can blossom, and I, of course, would add, even in the middle of a pandemic. Enjoy. I apologize, the volume was a little low this morning. Not sure what happened with that, but you should be able to hear fine now. Dreams. All night, the dark bud of dreams open richly. In the center of every petal is a letter. And you imagine if you could only remember and string them all together, they would spell the answer. It's a long night, not an easy one. You have so many branches, and there are diversions. Birds that come and go. The black fox that lies down to sleep beneath you. The moon staring with her bone white eye. Finally, you have spent all the energy you can, and you drag from the ground the muddy skirt of your roots and leap awake with 2 or 3 syllables like water in your mouth and a sense of loss, a memory, not yet a word, certainly not yet the answer, only how it feels. When deep in the tree, all the locks click open, and the fire surges through the wood, and the blossom blossoms. Wow. Thank you, Mary Oliver. What a gift you are to all of us. What a beautiful way to enter into our last meditation group of the week, this contemplative and action community coming together with all of the effort in the suggestion of St. Ignatius of Loyola to put the accent not where it is so easy to do on action, but rather on contemplation. We turn the gaze inwards, and the kingdom of God becomes alive in our everyday, ordinary lives. Let's begin. I invite you to take your shoes off, place your feet on the ground or a cross-legged position. Get comfortable while I lower the lights. One of the ways we flourish is to unplug. I almost have to use this as a mantra because it is so difficult for the modern world to do this. So any technology you can turn off. I'll take responsibility for the timer and set it for 20 minutes. This morning we will do a very Zen meditation. I will ring the bell, simply turn the gaze inwards, take the attention to the traffic or the sensations of the body. At the end of 20 minutes, I will ring the bell to complete our meditation. Enjoy the miracle of mindfulness. Let's begin.
Gently bring your attention back to the room. If your eyes were closed, go ahead, open the eyes, circle the wrist one way. Let's get back into the body. Inhale, raise the arms up, stretch a little one way, then the other. Shake out anything you've been holding on to. Good job, everyone. Happy Friday again for our Jesuit Examine. Let's just look over the last week and notice where God, love, joy appeared.
And please feel free to write it in the comment box so we can build a little community here. And speaking of community, I'll begin my examine with just sharing one of the things that has really made my heart skip a beat with excitement is someone from our own contemplative community, Jeff Dorr, soon to be Father Jeff Dorr, is becoming a deacon tomorrow on Saturday. So I ask the community, all of us, let's keep Jeff in our prayers and close to our heart. Tomorrow in the life of a Jesuit is a very, very big day. I still remember mine many, many years ago. Not all the details, but the one thing I remember that's specifically beautiful about the deacon is that the deacon's ministry is focused on service to the world, to the parts of the world that are most broken in need of healing. And I can tell you, it is so easy to jump out of that, to miss it. But the diaconate grounds us in this very beautiful commitment to service. And it's so wonderful when we have people going through the diaconate, which will happen tomorrow, to bring the whole collective unconscious, especially in the middle of a pandemic, the need for service to this broken world. So, Jeff, no, we'll be with you tomorrow. Could not be happier for you, and so grateful for your participation with us. And I love the things you always share in the comment box. You always bring us back to our humanity. So blessings on tomorrow. Know we will all be with you in spirit. Okay, second thing, where God came alive this week. Let's go a little closer to home. Many of you, Lorette, I'm looking at you in the comment box, have known me for many years. And if you've known me at all, you know I really love movies. And I think one of the hardest things of this pandemic has not been able to engage in going to the movies. I absolutely love them. One of my favorite books is Father Monty wrote a book called Finding God in the Dark about the film and the exercises of St. Ignatius. So last night I got to go to the drive-in movie way out in Montrose. That was a journey in itself. But we saw the movie Love and Monsters. And I really don't like scary movies, but this is like a romantic horror movie with a beautiful, beautiful ending and cinematography throughout. If you're looking for a little diversion in the middle of the pandemic, I highly recommend Love and Monsters. Um, and and let me just say, I would have never seen that movie on my own, but Father Mark Ciccone, our superior at Columbier, invited me, and he has a very eclectic, to say the least, taste in movies. But he recommended it, and it was really great recommendation. I give it a thumbs up, Mark. So thank you. And then last but not least, today's Friday. I'm always grateful when I put this go live on and all of the contemplative and action, our morning practice community shows up on the screen. This I would go as far to say is almost impossible to do without community. So on a more personal note, I could not be more grateful to all of you for tuning in every day, for giving the first hour of our day to God, and then letting everything unfold as it will. I know we have all, if we look back over this week, had a little experience of the miracle of prayer and meditation. Have a beautiful weekend. God bless you.